Breaking now. This is your update on Hurricane Florence. Information on the storm as of 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, September 13th, 2018. Location of the storm is 33.7 degrees north, 76.2 degrees west. The winds of the storm are at 100 miles an hour, significantly weaker than yesterday, and a pressure of 955 millibars, abnormally low for a Category 2 hurricane. It is moving west-northwest at 5 miles an hour, slowing down significantly. Next name on the Atlantic list is Kirk. Here's the track of the storm. Tropical storm force winds dominate eastern North Carolina. Hurricane force winds are just offshore, and they will probably move into North Carolina by the next update, if not by the 11 p.m. update. Storm's going to make landfall sometime tonight or tomorrow morning, and it's going to move into South Carolina as a tropical storm, almost exit the state by Sunday, move into Kentucky by Monday, and into the Northeast by Tuesday. Here is our warnings. Hurricane warnings for South Santee River, South Carolina to Duck, North Carolina, including Albemarle and Pamlico Sounds. Hurricane watches for Edisto Beach, South Carolina to South Santee River, South Carolina. Tropical storm warnings for north of the North Carolina-Virginia border to Cape Charles, Light, Virginia, and the Chesapeake Bay south of Newport Comfort, as well as Edisto Beach, South Carolina to South Santee River, South Carolina. Storm surge watches are for South Santee River, South Carolina to Duck, North Carolina, Albemarle and Pamlico Sounds, including the Neuse and Pamlico rivers. Storm surge watches for Edisto Beach, South Carolina to South Santee River, South Carolina, and north of Duck, North Carolina to the North Carolina-Virginia border. It's hard to see the storm, but here it is. Sea surface temperatures very warm up to landfall. They won't really matter once it makes landfall. So they're very warm where the storm is, and once it makes landfall, it doesn't really matter what sea surface temperatures are, but they are in the upper 80s where it is. Wind shear, it's pretty high where the storm is. That's what has weakened this storm, and it's increasing ahead of the storm, so it's going to weaken the storm even more. The storm is encountering high wind shear, keep increasing, but once it moves into Kentucky, it's decreasing, so it's gonna it might slightly intensify, but probably not. You can also see tropical storms Helene being dominated by wind shear, tropical storm Isaac dominated by wind shear, and subtropical storm Joyce also dominated by wind shear. Every storm in the Atlantic is being torn apart by wind shear. Satellite imagery. The eye is becoming more visible. These last couple frames, you can't really see them. You can check out Tropical Tidbits. It looks like it's right on 34 degrees north, 76 degrees west. It looks like it's right there. But the storm, its eye is popping out a little bit more, so I would not be surprised if the National Hurricane Center ups it to 105, 110 miles an hour, because the eye wall is strengthening again if you haven't seen the radar of the storm. And it's just awfully close to North Carolina. They should be seeing hurricane-force winds very soon, if not right now. But the storm it's pretty, very pretty, but on the inside it's probably really bad. Also, if you're in the Carolinas, watch out for tornadoes, because that could be a big threat with this storm. There are tornado watches for parts of North Carolina, if you didn't already know that. This storm's going to move towards Wilmington and then move inland into the United States. Here are the tropical cyclone names. We've gone from Alberto to Joyce. Next three names are Kirk, Leslie, and Michael. Pacific, we've gone from Aletta to Paul. West Pacific, Bolavin to Barajap. Philippine Basin, Agaton to Ompong. If you need more details, you should visit the NOAA website or download the free app, or check out Tropical Tidbits weather.com. There will be another update on Hurricane Florence tomorrow, which will be Friday, September 14th, 2018. Thank you for watching this video, and definitely prepare for this storm if you haven't already.